everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. This is the second time this season that these NFC rivals will square off, and it promises to be a good one. It always is when these two divisional foes get together, especially the second time around when there's a score to settle from game one. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the New Orleans Saints. First carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on third down. Silva steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Freeman. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd down, Dalton. And he whips that one incomplete there. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 10. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, here's P-Ryan, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Silva. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And the pressure gets to him again. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Red zone opportunity. First and 10 for Dalton. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Kamara trying the right side. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. To throw here, Dalton. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Pirine. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Off play action. Silva. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again, Dalton. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Dalton. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Dalton, 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. So Dalton now. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's Pirine to begin the drive. Now Pirine is stripped to the football. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Silva. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's Dalton. Spinning past him. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield here, Dalton. And his pass incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at... the 23-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The drive starts with a handoff to Piron. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, Kamara. And some room to work. Got some room at the 30. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Passing, it's Dalton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They start on the ground with Pirine. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Pirine. And some room to maneuver. Oh, bowls right over him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 7-yard line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
From the gun, Silva. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Dalton here from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. But the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They toss to Pirine. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Silva. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Throwing again. Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. This will be taken at the 10. Runs through the contact. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Pirine. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a carry for Pirine. And now running right through it. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to throw. Silva buying time to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Kamara, and he's got some space here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think the ball's out. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they will take a knee here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.